In this video, I'm going to show you how to use Claude to create amazing professional motion graphic for any use cases that you can imagine, for your YouTube videos, for advertisements, for social media. We are going to learn how we can create these kind of cool motion graphics even with no subscription on Claude. If you're ready, let's begin. Claude itself cannot create videos. It can create code, right? It can create code of different visuals, the same way that we see in a website, okay? But we need another thing here to convert these designs that Claude create by code into videos. I'm gonna show you. So we're gonna use a tool called Remotion, but technically you do not need to do anything about it. I'm just explaining so you know how it works in the background. So Claude create a code of a design with animations, with effects and everything. And then it will use this tool, Remotion, to convert it into a video. And then it will give us a video file and we can use it on any video editing software like Final Cut Pro, like Adobe Premiere, like CapCut, and so on and so on, okay? So the way it works is that, first of all, you need to download Claude app on your computer. So all you need to do, you have to come to this page. I will put the link down in the description. Based on your operating system, if it is Mac or if it is Windows, you can come here and download the app that you need. Download it, install it, and then log into your Claude account. Even with free Claude account, you can use it, but the limits will be less, so you can create less motion graphics and you have to wait for it to restart. So when you download Claude app, just log in, and then from the top part here, come to Claude Code, okay? Now, Claude Code may seem a little bit confusing, but it's not. It's the same way as the chat that you have with Claude or with ChatGPT or with Gemini. It's the same way here. All you need to do here first is to select a folder on your computer. And you can do that by coming here, clicking on this folder, add another folder. And then I'm going to go, for example, on my desktop. And here I'm going to create a new folder. I'm going to name it Motion Graphic. Click on Create and then click on Open. Now I'm here on this folder on a new session. Now to make your work much easier, to avoid writing the first couple of prompts to set the system up, I have created a PDF for you here. This is the PDF. You can download it from the link in the description. And when you download it, there are some explanations here. And here we have a complete prompt to start this process. Also, I have added some more prompts, a couple of pages of these simple prompts that help me to increase the quality or get the result that I want. So you can use these as well. So you have to come to this part and copy the prompt, this black part. And all you need to do is to just come here, use Command V or Control V, paste it, and just press Enter. Okay, you do not need to do anything else. That's it. So it will take a couple of seconds to analyze what you have asked, and then it starts to set up the system if it requires to install anything like Remotion to be able to use it. It will do that. It will run it, and it will prepare everything for you. So just give it a couple of seconds, and then when it is ready, it will tell you. So I'm going to fast forward and then continue. So it takes like a minute, and now, as you can see, it is completed. And what it did, first of all, it created some folders. It set up everything. It created some folders here. And here we have a folder called Out. If we go in it, we can see the motion graphics that it made. And beside that, it opened a page on my browser, okay? Now this page is the Remotion. I can say more or less it's an app, but it will be running on your own computer. As you can see, it is not on a website. And here we can see the motion graphics that it creates and we can edit them. So for example, right now we have this title and I can play it. And this is how it is, how it appears. And if I want to change it, I can come here and change the title and say, for example, new headline, for example. And this way I can make some changes. We also have this lower third. We have this one that appears word by word, or we have this overlay, okay? So if I come here, here it is. And if we go to our folders and out, here is our overlay. And if I play it, and this black part that you see here is because it is transparent, meaning if I put this on a video in my editing software, then we can see the video in the background. Let me show you. So this is inside Final Cut Pro. I can just drag and drop it here, or I can copy and paste it. I place it here, and now if I play, so you can use it this way to play with. You can see that this motion graphic that Claude made is now available in my video editing software. Now I can continue this. I can come and say, I wrote down create a professional advanced motion graphic as a lower third to these things that appear on the left bottom side of the screen we call lower third. As a lower third to ask viewers viewing my video to like my YouTube video. I want you to use advanced and professional animations, effects and particles, and I want it to be with purple violet theme. Okay, so it will process my request and it will start to create a new motion graphic. So I'm gonna fast forward until the result is ready. All right, it is done, and it took about 3 to 4 minutes. It processed my request and then it created it, and when it is done, it mentioned where I can find it. And here it is the last, the rendered part. And if I want to test it on Remotion, here it is. So I can come here and just play it. And it looks like this. And if I want to make some changes, I can make my changes and then click on render and render a new thing. Or if it is good enough for me, I can just come here, drag and drop it on my video. And let's play it. Think Claude Opus 4.8. Now I want you to leave a comment below and tell me what you think about it. So what do you think? Isn't it amazing? Now we can take this further. Are you ready? We can also come here and tell Claude to add audio and sound effect to it, like a swoosh sounds, or I don't know, some sounds that are good for this kind of cases. Or we can even create a folder, download our cool sound effects, put them there, and then tell Claude that here are our sound effects, use them and add cool sound effect to this motion graphic that you are making. So to show you some examples, I have been testing this over and over, and I have cool results here for you. So for example, here, this is one of the examples that we have. So let me just turn off the sound here. So this is with audio. And let me show you some other examples. So this is the one that I made for liking the video. See, it brings some cool particles of hearts and likes in the back. Let me show you another one. This is, for example, for subscribe. Let me open it here. It looks cool, right? And Claude made all of this. And if I want to make some changes, again, I can tell Claude that make some changes. And let me show you more examples. For example, this one for app link. So the link is down in the description. This is a new one. You can use it. Or for example, transition. You can even create transitions with it. We want to go to the next video with a transition. So here's an example. Let me show this to you on this one and this one on Final Cut Pro. So I can put another video here, and from video A, go to video B. And this is another example. Right? And you can modify the audio here, or inside here, when it adds audio, you will see the audio effects here. You can move them, play with them, change them the way that you want to. Now, this is not the end of it. There are many, many, many other things that you can do with it. So here, if I come to YouTube, you can see I have made many videos. So motion graphics, this is another example. And let's see some other examples as well. I like this one as well. It really looks cool. You see, it added all this sound effect itself, and it made my work much easier. I don't need to be worried about it at all. So depending on the kind of videos that you are making, you can even create these kind of cool motion graphics depending on the purpose of your channel. And I really like this example as well. So the first step was what? The first step is to download Claude app and install it. And it doesn't end here. Let me show you another cool trick that you can use for motion graphics. You can come on Pinterest and find something you like, some style, some design that you like, and then use that by copy pasting the image inside Claude Code here and mention that create a motion graphic for this image, for this style. There are many cool examples here that you can use, many cool designs that can make your work much easier. Let me show you some examples that I have made using images on Pinterest. So this is one example. This is a cool search bar. I'm really happy about these motion graphics. There are many use cases. Anything that you can imagine, you can just mention it and Claude will make it for you. You can see even these kind of complex things that have some specific use case. You can just prepare the image and send it to Claude and ask Claude to prepare it for you. Here's another example. It looks really cool, isn't it? And another example. You can use this even on social media. And some other cool thing is that you can even create these motion graphics in any language that you want. This is another example in Farsi. How cool is that? Let me show you more examples. For example, I found this image on Pinterest and just paste it for Claude Code and said, okay, make a cool motion graphic for this image. And it made this as a calendar. Now I can just keep going and modify this. For example, there are parts in it that they doesn't look so good. For example, this part, new event, this on the right side, there isn't enough space, or this add a note, the color is just very close to the background. It's not visible. Or this gear icon, I don't like it. It's disformed. I can just mention it to Claude Code here that, for example, here are the problems, fix them, and it will fix it. Or I may have something as a specific image. For example, here we had an example. Let me come here inside channel and for subscribe. For example, here I have used my own channel image. Here, as you can see, I have shared the location of this image to Claude Code, and I said, okay, use this image inside this motion graphic. And then it used it at the top here as a notification. So you can play with it this way and make the changes that you really want. And anytime, if you come back later, next week, next month, you want to make some changes, you have a specific video that it requires some new motion graphics, you can just come and mention that, do you remember this motion graphic here? You made it. Now make these changes for it, and it will make the changes for you. So again, to set this system up, all you need is this PDF. You can get it from the link down in the description. get this PDF and then just copy this prompt inside Claude app in the code section, and then it will do all the work that it needs, and it will help you to create amazing motion graphics for free. How cool is that? So if you enjoyed this video, do not forget to like, these are the new things, new motion graphics, and also leave a comment. Okay, so this way I will understand you like this kind of videos, you enjoy them, and I will make more trainings like this tutorial that we had here. And also, if you're not yet subscribed to our channel, click on subscribe, turn on the bell on all notifications, so anytime that we are sharing a new tutorial about AI, about new tools, you don't miss them and you just get notified. And also, here's a new motion graphic. If you found this video valuable and you think it will be useful for other people, like your friends, just click on share and send this video to your friends as well. So that would be all. I hope you enjoyed this training. And if you have any question or if you need any help, do not forget to mention it in the comments. I will read all of your comments and I do my best to create cool trainings for you. So that would be all. Hope to see you soon on the next video.